Hey, this is my SummerSlam review. I'm at my friend Jamie's. You can say hi if you want. Hey. All right. Uh, we just got done with SummerSlam, and I gotta say it was exactly as I thought it would be. It was a great pay-per-view. There wasn't anything bad on the card. Even the Divas match was good, right, Jamie?
Yep.
See? All right. Yeah, the opener was a six-man tag. It was unadvertised, and I liked how it was because you're not gonna sell a pay-per-view on a six-man, but it's sure as hell gonna get the crowd excited. That's my annoying phone ringing. I don't know who that is. Anyway, yeah, the opener six-man was Rey Mysterio, Kofi Kingston, and John Morrison versus R-Truth, The Miz, and Alberto Del Rio, Mr. Money in the Bank. It's Rodney Dangerfield. Yeah, that man, six-man is really exciting, really fun, great way to kick off the show. Exactly what they needed, and Rey Mysterio looked very strong, which was important. But everyone looked good. Kofi Kingston looked great, and changed the look up a little bit. Just, yeah, double. All right, then we had what do we have next? I don't know. We'll say Sheamus and Mark Henry because that was there at some point. This match was good. Um, Sheamus looked great. Mark Henry looked dominant. This match maybe went 3 or 4 minutes too long, but still, even with that, it was pretty incredible. Great finish. And I can't wait to see this feud continue. By the way, yeah, if I include any spoilers, hey, you guys should order it. I told you. Everyone who didn't order it was wrong. So, all right, let's go to the Divas match. Beth Phoenix, the challenger, versus the champion Kelly Kelly. Just call it Kelly. The Kelly Bundy clone, you know, she looked alright. She jump started the match. She just out quick Phoenix, and I wouldn't say outsmarted her, just out tricked her because she looks like a trick. I'm just kidding. Yeah, Beth may have not got it done here tonight, but she'll get it done next time. Night of Champions. Thieves of Destruction, bitch. I believe Beth will go on a tear once she wins it, and probably will lead to the return of Karma. EK, Awesome Kong, Amazing Kong, whatever. All right, what else do we have? Um, John Cena, uh, Daniel Bryan versus Wade Barrett. This was an excellent match, by far the best Wade Barrett singles match ever. And why, you may ask? Well, if you're asking, you don't know too much about wrestling because Daniel Bryan is famous. Hey, a cat. Daniel Bryan's famous for making guys look just far better than they are. Has Miz had a 4-star plus match since Daniel Bryan? No. So, yeah, exactly. Daniel Bryan made Wade Barrett look great. He looked great himself. He threw like 6 different drop kicks, and they were all completely unique and hit them out of nowhere. Just master the drop kick. This match was great. Great arm work, leg work, just wearing down the body by Bryan. Wade Barrett looked pretty good, but he was stiff in this, which he needs to be because, quite frankly, he's not as good a wrestler as Bryan's used to facing. But still, this is his best performance by far. Yeah, Daniel Bryan continues his streak of having the best match on the card, best singles match on the card. Yeah, until we get the main event. But before that, we had Christian versus Randy Orton. This was it's pretty good. It's a good old hardcore match. Not a hardcore match, sorry. This made more sense. It's a good old no holds barred, no DQ, just weapons everywhere. It was more like a Terry Funk, Cactus Jack type of match than it was a trashy Bradshaw versus Tommy Dreamer type of match, circa 2002. Yeah, just great stuff, great spots, very unpredictable, and you're like, holy shit, WWE's hard to predict now. Uh, like I said, it wasn't a fluke with Money in the Bank. This is a theme WWE's going with. You're going to keep having better shows, and as long as guys like Punk are delivering on a consistent basis, Daniel Bryan, John Cena, I'll keep watching. So yeah, Christian versus Orton, great match, great finish. Not everyone will agree with it, but it was delivered. It's all that matters. Yeah, I would say this has got to be like a 4-star match. Other people can think what they want. I thought it was great. I was thoroughly entertained. My buddy Jamie was entertained. So, hey. All right. And in our main event, I'm sorry if I missed any matches, by the way. Our main event was John Cena, the WWE Champion, versus CM Punk, the WWE Champion, with special guest referee Triple H. Undisputed title. Winner was going to be the only champion of the WWE. Yeah, this was very back and forth. Just amazing counters, counters to counters, counters to counters to counters to counters. Just great unpredictable action. Pretty much totally unlike the original match, yet I thought it was probably more polished. Didn't notice any mistakes. If there was any, they covered them up. This is pretty flawless. I have a hard time not giving this like. I mean, it's 4.5 to 4 3/4 to 5. All I know is it's a great match, and the cat's back. Cena looked amazing. He was getting "you can't wrestle" chants while he was chain wrestling, and he wasn't screwing up the chain. It was perfectly fluid. It was like watching a young Bret Hart or something. Cena threw a drop kick, and it was like shit. It was pretty good. It was very high. It was almost over Punk's head. It was just a great drop kick, and yeah, you can't fault this guy. Cena's a great wrestler. Punk's even greater wrestler, and this match is great. And if you don't want spoilers, you know the match is great, but there's a huge spoiler alert coming up. All right, CM Punk won with his second go to sleep. John Cena had his foot on the ropes. Triple H didn't notice, which is like kind of a shitty finish. But I want this to continue. So, but here's the thing: Kevin Nash comes out, Triple H's old buddy, with a clique, and he hits the gigantic jackknife powerbomb on Punk. You're like, wait, why did you do that? And then you think like, Alberto Del Rio's Mr. Money in the Bank, and he comes out, and you know you can't get a cross arm break. You get a kick to the back of the head because Punk was pretty much finished by Nash, and you get the 1, you get the 2, and you get the 3, and you have a new WWE champion, and it's Alberto Del Rio, no longer Mr. Money in the Bank. He's Mr. WWE champion. Incredible, unbelievable. I mean, I want Punker to stay champion. Jesus. That was a good kind of surprise. I wasn't like Vince Russo where you're like, really? No, it was great. I believe Nash is Del Rio's muscle. Next month, I'm guessing they're going with actually a Night of Champions staple, I would say. Championship scramble. I'm expecting Del Rio, Nash, Punk, Cena, Miz. I don't know. Maybe R-Truth. That's going to be a great match if it happens. Doesn't, hey. WWE's delivering on a consistent basis, and y'all need to recognize. If you didn't see the show, shut your mouth, because you don't know. And if you saw the show, you know what I'm talking about. And it was a great show. I got to give this show like maybe 8.75, 9 out of 10. Entertainment-wise, couldn't have been better. Some of the booking, I guess, could have been a little better. Yeah, still great show, and everyone needs to see it. And yeah, that's it for SummerSlam. But before I end this video, I did get enough time to switch over to Sportsnet Canada, which is airing UFC live, Lytle versus Hardy, and holy crap was that fight epic. It was excellent. 3-round war, and with I think about a minute left, Chris Lytle gets taken to the ground, which taking him to the ground is, I guess it's kind of like bringing a knife to a gunfight. It's about the same. It blocks in the great choke. What was it? Darce, maybe? Anaconda? I don't know. I tapped out my buddy with it, so I had to do it. whether I get the name right or not. Peruvian necktie, maybe. He was on top. He got on top, and once you have that choke on top of all your momentum crushing down, I don't care how tough the guy is if he doesn't tap out. This was Lytle's retirement fight, and he put everything into it, and he wants to get to spend time with his family, and that's what it's all about. That's good for him. It's good he found that. He's still a great fighter. He left that on top. He beat a young, I wouldn't say #1 contender, but definitely a perennial contender, top guy, a guy who can face anyone and be competitive, a guy who George St. Pierre couldn't have about 5 rounds, even though he tried his hardest, and Lytle tapped him out. Lytle's jiu-jitsu was amazing. One of the best, was one of the best in MMA. Definitely the best from the Midwest, I believe he's from. Definitely the best MMA in the or the BJJ in the Midwest. Better than he was. Yeah, come on. Better than Matt Serra from New York, which is in the Midwest, but still. All right, so I'd like to say thank you to Chris Lytle, and I believe he got his fight of the night and submission of the night bonus. And he nearly got knocked out of the night, so you can't have a much better fight than that. He's going home with a lot of extra money, so that'll be good for him and his family. All right, guys. Not Money in the Bank, sorry. SummerSlam, great. CeeLo even performed. He performed Fuck You, but it was like censored and it was Forget You. It was still pretty good. And he performed the SummerSlam song, Bright Lights, Bigger City, which is great. Oh, by the way, the crowd was about 65% Punk. And Cena can wrestle. Punk can wrestle better. And seriously, if you're watching this and you think Cena can't wrestle, what was he doing tonight? Right? Was that a clone? Because that guy in the ring could wrestle. God, it was CM Punk could wrestle. Alright, guys. CM Punk, John Cena, best in the world, SummerSlam. Thank you, Chris Lytle. Good night. Good luck. Luck's for losers. CM Punk was right. Alright. Peace, mi amigos.